Okay, we're back. I've taken quite a break, so this will be interesting. Now we've got, if I remember correctly, quite a number of nasty kobolds up here. Now, I've done some research on our traps, and the hope is that if I throw a special trap... Oh god. The one that the bounty hunter gets, I should be able to... Oh, we're sort of backing ourselves into a corner here, aren't we? I should be able to... Yeah, sorry, I'll pause and talk, because I realised in a lot of my recordings I sort of trail off like that. So my plan is to use the special snare and throw it into where the enemies are standing. Snares do have an area of effect of sorts, but typically because they are triggered by enemies walking over them, it only triggers for one enemy. Let's see if we can break line of sight, deal with these, and try and get a sleep in. Need to have a nap. I know the deeper you get into the mines, and we're pretty deep at this point, the harder it is to sleep. It's a kobold. Let's get behind him and shank him. Much better. Alright, let's deal with the others. I can't backstab him. Let's... Good. Let's stealth here. So my plan is to throw advanced snares in here and chop down the numbers. As you can see, there's quite a number of bad guys in there. And that's one of the ones we've spawned through. If I can backstab him. Because... let's see what we can get here. Do you think he saw us? I'll deal with him now. I don't want to have this guy just out and about. He's a pretty substantial threat, although now I've lost track of him. Ugh. Okay, we have managed to rest. Let's get in there and see if this trap thing works, because if it does, we have ourselves a cheap fireball solution, a good AoE solution, which could make all the difference. We can't fire this off while we can see an enemy. That's not how traps work. If I'm right, this should hit quite a few. Yeah, she worked nicely. The guards and kobolds, we didn't get the chieftain or the shaman, but I'm really happy with what we've done anyway. Oh, the shaman. We did get the shaman. He's slowed. That's good. My thinking is we can put some rounds out there. Oh. Okay, the chieftain's got really effective arrows and some poison happening. Okay. Let's see. More traps. We can probably lead one of them back over the trap if we need to. I'm concerned that that other kobold is somewhere up here. Yeah, somewhere out here. You can kind of use the radar to help find it. And that's the text up here, which is, yes, an add-on. And a little bit cheap, but information is good. The chieftain. Let's drag him into... Do you think he saw us? When that trap goes off, it'll do some serious harm to him. Yeah. Where are you, buddy? Near death. Yeah, his arrows are deadly. So if it's a save verse on there, save verse death, very likely that is poison. And we do not want to get poisoned. And I bet his abilities are pretty high. 12 strength, 2 attacks. Ah, the armor class is a problem. My thinking, he's got a flail +2 on him. Far out. His dexterity is really high. So in some ways, attacking him up... Pardon me. In some ways, attacking him up close would be of benefit. He'd have a lower chance to hit us up close. But then again, that's a +2 flail, and I don't want to cop that. We can fight like this as we always have. We'll hit him. We'll hit him. It'll just take a little longer. Ooh! He shoots quickly, that's the problem. And he knows we're in here now. He'd have seen us run in here. There he goes. A backstab is risky. Here, there's a chance I won't cop any return fire, so it's got to be the best move. We'll hit him. 3. He's got 6 hit points remaining. I'm worried about this other kobold up here, though, somewhere. I bet we're going to get a good hunk of juicy experience, though, when we do get him. There he is. He retreated. Oh, our stealth just broke because we commanded an attack, which breaks our stealth whether we launch it or not. I'm liking how we have reliable stealth now. 70, 75, and, you know, that's part of the boots as well. I don't want to shoot from here because then I can't really retreat anywhere. Let's get an arrow off. I think he must have seen us then. Oh, we timed that beautifully. See, the game actually kind of cheats here and knows where I'm going to place my cursor until I move, which is a bit cheap, so... That was a critical miss, so I wouldn't have hit no matter how good or bad his armor class is. We just need to drop this arrow in and take him out. Come on. Maybe I will just backstab him. 6 hit points. We're very likely to do that much damage if we hit. And a +4 to hit with the backstab as well. Jesus. Come on. Yep, I'm going to risk a backstab. I'll be here forever otherwise. Let's just try once more. Poison. Okay, that's not good. Now, we have a decision to make. We can probably just drink potions to heal our way out of this, or... We've only got 2 potions. I think we're going to drink this. Poison cured. Poison is super deadly. I mean, we've got a couple of levels under our belt, which has meant that we can survive some of this, but our hit points are pretty low. I think we're going to have to look at something. We have to be right on the limit of his view cone when we shoot like this. And we shouldn't be backing ourselves into corners like that. Backstab it is, committing. We should hit. He's actually probably our most armored opponent yet. There it is. Okay, so backstabs are good. Where's his flail? Oh well. I think spellcasters usually don't... We can heal a bit. Tempted to sort of sleep and put down more traps, but then I would like to tangle with the spellcaster too and get a feeling for how they fight. There's the shaman. The shaman has no effects active, I believe. Let's just see if I can find that. Hang on. Yeah, no effects active. So despite spellcasting earlier on, this guy has to know we're here to trigger his buffs. So with a good chance... Oh, there it is. Cast previously. So your armor class is currently about 2. Same as before. He's got more hit points than we can really hope to do in damage. So we're probably going to have to do something with traps, I think. Like, I can try this archery thing. I kind of wanted to burn some spells on us. We have web. Let's try that. In some ways it's a bit overkill, but then again it's a mage, and I would rather fight. I mean, we're going to be resting anyway after this. Target held. So now, I usually put down 2 webs, but there's a good chance of us hitting pretty well here. So we're hitting automatically because he's held in place. Is it worth me trying to sleep him? No, really. 28 hit points. There's a good chance he's going to break out eventually, so let's just drop another web down. No one escapes 2 webs. Well, not very easily. See, 1 save a spell there, so he broke out of one of the webs, but the other one still has him. Same here again. Now, if this seems cruel and unusual to you... Oh. That kobold would do the same thing to us if it could. Casting failure. So when we hit him before, it broke the spell. This is a major sort of step in dealing with enemy spellcasters, is breaking through their... I think we can get through here. Breaking through their spells with damaging them and causing spell disruption. Okay, I think we're best... We can't sleep here because the effect is running. Whenever there's a visual effect playing, you can't save. Includes web, includes enemies being criticaled into pieces. Oh, that's not good. So, mirror image is a very good defensive spell. When these guys attack us, they have to get through the mirrors before they hit us. They essentially act as shields. It's an illusion spell, and there's a chance they can just hit straight through with good luck. But I think he's... There we go. Really want to rest before we go. Let's see if we can. Good. Good. Okay. Let's get into the last layer. A lone kobold. That's right for the backstab. And yeah, with triple damage, we're doing enough to deal with quite nasty enemies. And let's sneak. Let's have a look. Quite a number of them. Quite a number indeed. I would probably web that. I do not want to be having an archery duel with that many kobolds, and they're good quality kobolds. We could try and sleep them, but that won't last very long. Some saved, so it's still not safe to go in there yet. So technically we are out of range of any bad guys, so our improved alacrity is triggering. It probably shouldn't be. We shouldn't be able to cast spells that quickly. I think we're pretty safe now. Actually, let's do it with the commando first. He's the biggest threat. Man, there's a really loud tapping sound. Can you hear that? It's my upstairs neighbour. I have no idea what he's doing. He just stopped. Maybe he can hear me. Occasionally I hear this sound where it's like he's dropping his keys really suddenly on the ground. It's like this sound. And I hear it not every day, not even every week, but it's just super loud, super obnoxious. And yes, web is a great spell. And we're actually going to use it a lot. If you're playing solo, I really recommend using web. And he's tapping again. And you're here to experience it with me. Okay, we can't go through here yet because the web's still up. Let's do a quick scout around. We'll have to come back this way anyway, I think. How far are we from level up? Ages away. Okay. Well, we'll come back through here later anyway. So, I guess the reason I chose this class, it's important to sort of go through purposes, I think, and what I'm trying to accomplish. I wanted to make a class which is able to respond to any kind of threat. spellcasting is really, really powerful later on in the game. It's pretty much essential. There are proper mage battles that occur. The thief being able to deal with traps, but also to being able to regularly stealth is huge. Oh, critical hit. So there we go. We don't fight those in melee up close because they can paralyze us. We don't like that. I kind of want those web spells for what happens next, actually, but I think I'm going to have to just... Let's see how I go without them. We can always try again. A quick save here. I mean, even if you haven't played this game before, this looks a lot like, you know, boss room, doesn't it? I got the hiccups now. How are we on arrows? We're shooting rather a lot of them. We've got, yeah, 500, so we're probably good. And we'll put the fire arrows away. We might even go back and grab some of these gnome stickers. Although, we'll see. I'm sure we'll pick up some really good loot in here. Kobolds. Little buggers. I wonder if it's worth us trying to kill them before the fight. I think it is. Close range. There we go. Anyone who lives is the damaged one. Alright, let's deal with these kobolds quickly. And yes, they were non-hostile, but I don't think we can get through fighting that many kobolds and then argue that we shouldn't be attacking them straight out. These have lots of hit points for kobolds. Yeah, they do. Anyway, 2 attacks per round too, that's pretty nasty. Berserk. So morale failure is, yeah, due to damage. Berserk is actually pretty nasty. They become immune to some mind-affecting spells and do more damage. I'm going to have that sleep spell ready just in case they wake up. So the big problem with not having a fighter in the mix is our attack rate is much slower, and we have a lower chance to hit unless we have some destabilizing ability like this. But then a fighter mage thief likely wouldn't have web at this point. Where, as you can see here, enemies that are rendered helpless are... Well, it doesn't matter how good you are at fighting, you kill them. Yeah, sleep is a great spell. If you're struggling with this game, grab sleep and use sleep. Early on, that is. After a while, the spell really does drop off. Who is this sand guy? I think we will drop... Let's have a quick look around the corner here and see what we can see. A human cleric, by the look of it. Let's prep some traps. Now we can technically rest and make more traps if we really want to. I'll throw this in here, he won't notice. Cool, well that might just take him out as it is. Let's, I think we can safely assume that we're going to start combat with this guy without waiting for him to give permission or anything. I think that's a safe bet. The trick will be getting out, getting away. Let's see how we go. 13 damage. Oh, he must be a half ogre, or half orc. Tazok must have dispatched you. Yes, he seems to think we're friendly, despite the fact that we appeared and stabbed him in the back. Yes, of course, this Tazok person did send us, and he is most displeased. Have a look in the chest. We may get a second backstab. Yeah, well, we're a bit lost finding the chest, but I think we're going to just have a quick look, and then we're just going to stab you again, buddy. Oh, that wasn't good. Okay, fair enough. Our trap triggers. He's slow. That's excellent. Okay, that's not good. We got lots of bad guys. Let's drop a sleep in here. And they all... Well, like, none of them stay burst. Oh, there's skeletons too. This is what badness looks like. I wondered if this might happen. We're going to need to be both defensive and... Okay, let's see if we can thin the herd. It's that mage that's the real problem. And that skeleton, we're never going to put him to sleep. Although, they've all seemed to bottle up down here, so maybe we can just fight our way out of it. Oh, he hit straight through our... Very unlucky. Kill him. Kill him now. I'm going to just sleep whatever's over there. We knocked out a couple there. Of course, we're not going to send a skeleton to sleep. He's already risen. Let's get in there and take out the skeleton. Like the fact that they're compounding. We can't counter them. I think we need to break out. Yeah, break out. If we get caught fighting that many skeletons here, we're going to have to just run past Mullahay and his spellcasting scariness. Oh, you yield. As well you should. Tells us what's happening here. I like how this half-orc guy who has skeletons and kobolds is surrendering to us. I guess our traps were scary. I think we're going to have to run and fight a running battle with what's here. Did anything follow us? We could attempt to sleep. Let's do that. Oh, for God's sake. Admittedly, that's going to happen most times we're down here. Shank. How did he know to turn around? Oh, well, he robbed us out backstab, but that's okay. We're going to sleep anyway, so cop that. Yeah, we need more spells to deal with that kind of mess. Knowing when to run away. Know when to run. Yeah, we're doing song lyrics today. Grab some more arrows while I'm here. Could always use more. Okay, let's try and sleep. Okay, we've got our spells back and our traps. So if we want to make a kill box, we can. And also that cleric is going down no matter what. Far out. I guess we are pretty well lit out here. Okay. Skeletons everywhere. We can probably use this room. Is there anybody in here? If we can get a place where we can back ourselves into a safe little corner. I'd like to toss a trap in there and deal with what's over there. Can we get over here? Maybe we can do this. We can get a little bit further. It's a waste of a trap, but we can't really fire traps until... while there are enemies there. So we may as well use what we've got here. Let's fire one of these. No, we'll fire the trap instead. Okay. Well, that's caused a good bit of grief. That skeleton's a problem though, isn't it? Huh. Grab that. Oh no. Don't loot in the middle of battle, you lose your backstab. Kill it, kill it. Good. Now let's pull back. Whoa, look how much they resisted. So traps really aren't the way to go when it comes to skeletons. Oh, that nearly blocked our spellcasting too. One hit and they'll drop. Come on, baby. Although they are resisting damage, so effectively, they've got twice the hit points listed. I don't care, you die. We're going to be rolling in wands before too long. I'd rather streamline this stuff here. Okay, what else is left? Is there anything else that's hostile and left here? Malahai hasn't got anyone with him. I think we're going to sleep these two. Better safe than sorry. And I'm pretty sure sleep isn't going to work on a cleric of that level. It might, but I don't think it's a sure thing. So we're going to use web instead. Okay, one of them's awake and he knows something's up. I really just want to deal with this guy. Triple damage and we only did 7. It's probably the lowest roll we could probably have got. Okay, let's deal with this kobold. And then we're going to run in and stab him. Ow. Thank you. Okay. Hit points shouldn't matter too much. If we're clever about this, we should just be able to launch some webs in here and pick him off with arrows. That shield won't help him if he can't move. Have we got anything else to work with? No. Actually, yes, we will heal while we're here. In case Malahai breaks out of 2 webs, which I have seen happen. There you are, Malahai. Although I kind of want to backstab him too. No, we don't need to hear his exposition. We're gonna fight this guy. And yes, dishonorable to accept someone's surrender and then held. Brilliant. 32. We don't see how many hit points he has at the moment, because he's not technically hostile. Oh, fair enough. Oh, save us. What? Okay, that's going to thin the herd coming after us. We got to run. This is really unfair. I mean, I could have sworn something would have come out of there. Okay, let's slow down. Far out. This is more drawn out than it usually is. Normally it's a couple of backstabs and Malahai's in bits. Him being able to trigger enemies out of nowhere like that. I'm not sure if that's SCS or the base game. I think it's just the base game, honestly. Let's have a look. Okay. We need a good tactic here. We need to check a web here. Thin the herd. We can't have that many bad guys coming after us. It'll be the end of us. We can't get a good firing solution. Clearly my flight sim gaming is coming into my Baldur's Gate gaming. I really am quite a nerd. It's one thing to be into role-playing games, but then to also be into flight sims. I mean, God, there's no hope, is there? That is a shield amulet. We can't get through there until this spell ends anyway, so we've kind of stuffed ourselves. I figured I'd have more shots here, actually. And I'm worried about getting caught in my own spell. So, if I had a fireball, it'd go straight there right now. Well, let's break off to the very end. And wait for this spell to end. That's a lot of firepower. We need traps. I mean, we can't deal enough. Yeah, Malahai has 50 hit points remaining. We've already hit him several times. So, we're not going to straight up fight anybody in this game. It's going to be deception and cunning the whole way. Anything less is certain death. I wonder if I can pull one of these. Let's stab one and run. Cool. They'll see me. Come after me. If I can drag you out here, I'm happy to deal with you piecemeal. Nope. Let's try and rest. Hey. Okay, we're stealthed. Let's see if we can deal with these guys. I wonder if I can... Oh, he's healed up. He's reset his hit points. This is what happens if you rest. Your enemies also get to rest and heal up, which is good. If I can just quickly deal with this skeleton, it'll be a huge help. But I'm not going to bank on that one hit. I'm going to put some traps down first. See, we're getting wise now. I don't know if you've noticed. Took some doing. Although we're not in a good position to drop traps. Let's risk it. Get in behind him. Shake him in the back. Was that a backstab? I'm going to reload that and try that again, because it needs to be a backstab. Come on, buddy. It's a triple backstab, and it's doing 7 damage. Okay, this is safe scumming at its worst, but just I have to know. I have to know if I can get better than that. I should be able to one-hit KO a skeleton. That's more like it. That's what a backstab looks like. Okay. This allows us... Shit. Stealth, please. Stealth, please. Oh, look at that window we just got ourselves then. So all the skeletons are in here. They've come wise to it. There being something hostile in this area. I wonder if I can... Sleep spell, I think. And then arrows should do it without dragging their attention. Let's try that. And mirror image. All unconscious. That's good. So now we can just plink them with arrows. And if we do have skeletons burst through, we've got the extra defenses to hold them off. How many attacks per round do we get with the bow? 2. So if we can maintain sustained fire with a bow, we're better off than our arrows and things. Let's just grab... I'll handle that in a sec, actually. We're solving problems one at a time. So that's the cobalt problem sorted. Now we have to deal with the skeletons. The skeletons we can't just rely on. I mean, we could just try and bypass the skeletons for now and do it with Mullahay. I think if I could... We've got our mirror's image. I think I can get in. I can't exfil through here without Mullahay seeing me. That's the biggest problem. So let's just take out Mullahay. Normal trap at my feet. Whatever happens, he's going to come through here as well. Mullahay trap. Toss that trap in. That does 19 missile damage. If we hear our second trap go, we're in trouble. We can't rest for the next one. We've got to find solutions here. He is down to 38. That's good. I think we need to just drop a... If I can drop a web here, I can hit him with arrows, and that should drag the skeletons in too. Let's drop some webs. This'll work. This will work. Mullahay is held. Can we get a firing angle? Or have we put this in too close? We might have. We can tell because we will get ourselves held. Oh, where is he? I think I've done this way too close. Oh, no. Okay, save us. Oh, come on. Way too close. I'm going to try and drag a skeleton into the combat then. Is there anyone who can see me? We're actually saving pretty reliably, but that won't last. So disappointing. We can do this. I wish there was like a shout function where you could drag enemies in. Let's scroll it up. That is. We're going to put that away. And then we've got space for some gems. I don't want to have to sleep again. Although, in some ways, dealing with the skeletons is good. Did he save a spell at any point? Yes, he did. So there's a chance he could walk out and walk back into the threat. That's probably bottled him in the back here. So with SCS, creatures will try and move out of area of effects. So that's good. The web's ended. So I should be able... I mean, I could do a backstab that does enough damage to kill him. I could. It's possible. Come on, get stealth. Let's have a look. We've got that extra trap up here too we can run to. Sometimes you've got to be bold. This is the problem with this game. You can't just be completely defensive all the time. We've got to deal with these skeletons. The terrain is really difficult. It's good for us being able to escape though. I think. What's his armor class? 1. There's every chance we hit him and we kill him in one go, and this whole thing becomes much simpler. And if not, we can probably try a sleep. I think he's a low enough hit dice that it might work. There's a big shield though. 6. You shank someone in the back for 6 damage. Break the spell, break the... Oh, so whatever he was casting then would have been a disabler, guaranteed. Okay. We're going to drag our enemies towards us, sleep, and reposition afterwards. Or rest and reposition afterwards. No, go stealth, reposition afterwards. Where is the bugger? Okay, I'm not trying that again. I'm going to pull him towards the trap. Run. Even if it triggers on us, we should be safe. Hold person. Yeah, so that's our halfling saving versus throws. Helping us out there. Again, that trap is also like a tripwire alarm. We know what's coming. If we hear it go... I should be backstabbing this guy. I really should be. Let's see if I can get in here and deal with the skeletons. Because if I can clear them out, this gets much simpler. And shank. Come on then. Come on then. Oh, that only hit 1 and did no. I forgot that the skeletons take almost no damage from traps. What a frustrating way to play. Of course. I'm putting this down here for safety. Just as... Whoa, wow, that actually nearly triggered on us. It's held those 2 skeletons, giving us a better chance at dealing with this. I think I'm going to have to go out, rest, and restart. Just a dedicated assault on this guy. 2 damage. No, we'll fight it out. Good one. Now, bows are famously ineffective against skeletons, but he's being held means we'll hit every time. We'll just do stuff all damage each time. One of them saved a spell then. It was him. We'll cop the knife then. And you've got 2 hit points left. And 1 more. Okay, the skeletons are no more. We don't have any traps. What spells do we have? Just sleep spells. Let's see if we can put him to sleep. Now, being a spellcaster himself, clerics have decent saver spells, so it may take a couple of these, but we know where he is, and it's an area of effect spell, so we can just lob it in there, and hopefully take him out. He's got... Oops. No effect. It's possible he's over level as well. If that's pretty much... I'm pretty much certain that's what's happened. So, there's no save versus spell or anything. What this is telling me is that he is too high a level to be affected by this spell. We're kind of out of tools here, except for the guy playing the game. So my thinking is we run outside and have a nap. Can we sleep in here, actually? I mean, this is just so stupid it might work. Okay. Okay, we're going to pull him in here. He's got 57 hit points again. Let's put our traps down. Snare succeeded. We're not going to drop a snare on him as an opening. We're going to place one here, and we're going to go with we're going to commit to this backstab. It's just so good when it works. I should have changed my spell to... Oh, that failed. I should have changed my spell to blindness. That has a chance to work on him. And if he's blinded, he's cactus. Okay. Web, though. Web is the way this is going to end. We're going to end this by getting into a good position. And we're going to chuck a web on him. Tempted to do it just as deep as possible. We need just a little more angle. Just a tiny whisker more. There we go. That I'm happy with. Let's chuck that web in nice and deep. Held. That's good. Let's start shooting. And then we're going to fire another web on him. Now if he breaks out, we're going to run for our trap. It's possible that he could break out too. Jeez. 33 hit points. Ooh. We broke a spell, didn't we? Yep. And then we're going to go in for backstabs. He's falling within the parameters that I'd be comfortable backstabbing him again. I've seen as high as 39 backstabbing so far, and as low as 11, so we're... And I'd like to kill this guy with a backstab if it's possible. Well, it looks like I'm going to be good enough just hitting it with arrows. And we need to fight smart. There we go. Target destroyed, and just in time. Let's see what he's carrying. Now remember, the item randomizer. This is pretty special. We've got a bastard sword that we can't really use. A wand of fire that we will definitely be using. That's the best thing we've picked up yet. Wand of fire allows us to cast Fireball and to cast Aganaz's Scorcher. So we'll chuck that in here. Must be identified before use. We're running out of space to put things, aren't we? Servant Mullahay, I have sent you the kobolds and mineral poison that you require. Your task is to poison any iron ore that leaves these mines. Don't reveal your presence to the miners, or you will find yourself swamped by soldiers from the local Armenian garrison. Notably, though, those soldiers just hung at the front and just waited. They should have been down here. Anyway. My superiors have recently hired on the services of the Black Talon mercenaries and Chill. With these soldiers at my disposal, I should be able to destroy any iron caravans entering the region from south and east. I don't want to deal with iron coming from the Ghastkill mines, so don't fail in your duty. My servant Mullahay, your progress in disrupting the flow of iron ore does not go as well as it should. How stupid can you be to allow your kobolds to murder the miners? Oh, they were supposed to just be down here chilling away and poisoning the iron, but they're hunting. Simple one, if you continue to show you can't do the job, you'll be replaced. I will not send the kobolds you've requested, as I need all the troops I possess to stop the flow of iron. Here we go. With this message, I have sent more of the mineral poison that you require. If you have any problems, then send a message to my new contact in Beregost. His name is Tranzig. He'll be staying at the Felderposts Inn. Well, that's where we're going next. Tranzig. Now, what's in... I'm just going to have a quick look at
It is certain that the death of Mullahay will relieve the fears of the terrorized folk of Ghastkill. But you remain uneasy.
When I first played this game as a kid, I completely missed the letter, and so figured that I had no idea how to... I had no idea how to deal with the threat. I'll come back here in a second, don't worry. Oh, really? Grab that. Yeah, we're having massive item issues here. I'm going to put down some of these stickers. Gnome stickers. Oh, we need some of the...
poison. Did we get some? Yes, we did. Cool. I think this is not trapped, so we'll just quick save and see. Short sword +1, that's really good. Ooh, some very cool things here. This all we can do. We can actually unlearn spells and then relearn them for experience points, but that's very cheesy. Potion of Absorption, that's pretty good. That gives us complete immunity to electrical damage and really high armor class against crushing attacks. So you could use this against ogres or against specific issues where there is electrical damage. We will definitely be drinking that by the end of the playthrough. Braces. Now, we don't know what they are. I'm almost certain I know what that is. That's an armor class boosting set of braces, which we will love. Our armor class is now 1. That's a huge help. Always risky to pick up items that you haven't identified first. And that's true for the real world too, guys, you know. We can grab a couple more gnome stickers and get out of here, I think. 1, 2... That's all we can carry. Xan, you can leave now. Your sword's in the chest. Alright. I still really want a way to turn invisible. That's critical for our survival, and we haven't got that yet. I know we can sneak, but if we ever get ambushed by scary people... Have we still got... Pardon me. Have we still got our potion of invisibility? Yes, we do. We can do it once at least. And I have some cool ideas of where to go next. Grey goo. Grey ooze. Let's shoot it with arrows, I think. Oh, just threw a projectile at us. I'm not sure what happens if we get hit, but, you know. In fact, we could pop a mirror image, but we'll be right. What's the worst that could happen? I mean, really, how bad could it possibly be? Oh, our armor class is way higher. That's right. So yeah, normally braces like that aren't much good to most characters because you're wearing some kind of armor. But for us, we can't cast spells without armor, so that's a huge benefit. And we probably got it a little earlier than we normally would have because of the item randomizer. So our survivability just, you know... Ooh. I think we'll be alright. He's 2 good arrows from death. 3 good arrows from death, and we're 1 of those attacks from death. Let's fight a little bit smarter. See, whenever I get cocky, I make mistakes like this. Alright, let's heal it up. We're not going to use a potion. We don't use potions for stupidity. We use it for in-combat abilities, in-combat moments. Okay, now, whilst this is a great place to be, I would rather get home quickly and we can search this area later. If we look on our map, we are actually over here. So we will come back here. We're going to sneak and make a beeline out of here. Oh, one thing I'll show you. If you've played this game before, you probably think there's an encounter up here, but SCS moves this super deadly encounter to a random encounter when... Oh, Firewine Bridge. Moves it to a random encounter while traveling the map. We may even run into it right now, but it will happen at some point. Ooh, I definitely blame myself for that. We can fight these. Better armor class, and we've got our... In fact, we also can, in a second, drop this. Let's do that. We're going to attack the sleeping ones first. I know it's a bit weird, but we definitely hit them. No, we're not. That makes no sense. Let's fight them here. We can afford to sleep a few of these too, so that works nicely. Attack these 3 first. Yeah, actually that'll work nicely too. Shank him. Do you know what would be great? If we could just hit this guy. +1 sword, man. Incredible. No, I'm not going to waste that. Yeah, see, this is me getting stingy. The smart thing is to run away. There's not enough experience points here to really warrant this. And early on to mirror image, it really doesn't give you that many mirrors. No, we'll use our stealth. We can break line of sight and stealth. Let's be smart about this. And there's way more of them up there too. We need to deal with them. In fact, if I can, I'm going to break up here. And we're going to use our bow to take out the sleeping ones. Or this guy if he turns up. Need a broken weapon. Okay, let's take out as many as we can with arrows. We'll go with the knife. Don't have a whole heap of time to do this, so we need to attack quickly. I wish this game had attack of opportunities. I would imagine your rate of attack against multiple sleeping opponents would be faster than having to sword fight one, but it's an older game. But it still holds up, so we play it. Got ourselves a fair bit of moolah too from all these magical items. Okay, so first thing first, let's talk to this lady in here and give her the green ring of her husband. I'm afraid he's dead. Here, have the ring to remember him with. 800 experience points. Oh, getting towards, not really. We're still a fair way off. As you see, leveling up, there's an exponential when it comes to how much it costs to level up. Hey, Minsk. We should go rescue that young lady of yours, I think. Now, we killed... Yes, that's right. The bounty would have been Prism's, his emeralds. There we go. We might have got a bit more money, but it's good experience. And I think that's all we have, yep. But here's where we get the real experience points from Ghastkill. I'll read this out. You have returned. It would seem I was right to trust you, because you just randomly walked into my town. The town thanks you wholeheartedly, and pleased to give you the proper reward. Please take this 900 gold for your efforts. It is a small fortune by anyone's standards. Thank you again. I found this vial of liquid in one of the kobolds in the mines. It may have something to do with the iron. I'm a master of metals, but you might want to show this to Thunderhammer up in Beregost. He may know a little more. Thank you. We got 1,000 experience, and yeah, that's good. Reputation's gone up too, so we're 2 points from the max. That's a good sign. And should we sell some things here? No, hang on. Okay, quick point again. I know bad things happen here, but my character does not, so we are not going to be stealthing into here. We'll go to town though. Let's sell some stuff. Now, gnome stickers are... Oh, I thought they were worth more than this. Oh, well, it wasn't worth cutting so many down here, was it? Oh, well. Gem bag. What is a lynx eye gem? Like a little sort of purpley thing? That's a good bit of gold, though. And nothing we can really buy that we want, so... Okay, storekeep. Is there anything else I can sell you? Maybe I could get you to identify these, or I could identify them myself. I think I'll do that. I'll save the cash. I can't imagine my character walks around with this much damage on at all times, but he'd probably try and make it to an inn. So I'm afraid bad things are going to happen to our character. Can he respond? No, hang on. We can't be stealthing. That's the thing. Let's just stand here to replicate a normal approach like this.
I am death come for thee. Surrender, and thy passage shall be quicker.
I like how overt this guy is. Nimble, not surrendering to anything. Struggle if you must, dead one. I do not mind working for my money. Why Nimble has been hired to deal with the likes of you, I'll never know. Nimble is a big deal. Armor and stone skin. So stone skin is serious stuff. We need to find a solution to get through this. So stone skin is much like mirror image in that it blocks attacks, but it's a very high level spell considering where we're at in the game. We can't just plink arrows at him. This is going to block any attempts we make to try and disrupt his spell casting. Nimble, by the way, is a mage thief, the best class in the game. So we're kind of fighting ourselves here. He has less health, but he's obviously got... Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a level 3 spell. So mirror image and stone skin. That's serious. We can't break that. Stone skin also lasts for ages, whereas, say, mirror image doesn't. But if we have a look at what's happening in this battle, he's now invisible. And that lasts for like 24 hours. Now Rasad is going to try and locate him. Maybe I can get a nap in here. Let's have a quick sleep. Two invisible fighters fighting each other. Probably can get past this. Yeah, I need to have a quick sleep. Oh, I should change my spells. Hang on. I want magic missiles. We're high enough level that there may be 2, and that will punch through. 2. Oh, I want to have shield to block any magic missiles he might cast. Blindness. And I think magic missile and then a second blind. If we can blind him, that takes him out of the fight. Webs are good. And I think we're going to rest again.
You were startled.
Oh, we've got an ability to cure light wounds. That may also come in. Oh, the fight's happening outside. Oh, that broke through his stone skin, which is a bit cheap of me. Well, the fight is still happening right now, so I don't have time for proverbs. Hold on. Ah! Armor casted previously again. He's going to go for a backstab. Uses wand. That's vicious. A cold wand. They are super damaging. Alright, we have broken... We're in stealth mode, so... The thing is, it's the number of attacks, not how hard they hit, that matter here. If we can web this guy... And I hope these guys don't mind being held. I'm going to chuck another one down here. Nimble has been held. Excellent. Okay, so now we've got a chance of breaking through here. Yeah, he's got a good armor class, but he's now frozen in place. We can break through his stone skins nicely. Let's do so. And it's the number of attacks that matters, not anything else. I'm also going to try and blind him. He saved that. We're hitting him pretty hard. 7 hit points will be fine. In fact, this is good because it's blocking them from stealing our kill. Oh, he's alive. Oh, you can cop that, buddy. Eat a wand. And that's... Oh... What happened then was really, really interesting. He mirror imaged. We hit a magic missile. A single bolt hit him. It happened to hit the right one. We're very lucky. Some good scrolls here too. Detect invisibility. This is a huge... This is very important. We could have used it back then, actually. Doesn't affect certain things, but actually a really good spell. Being like level 2, we can actually use that against some pretty advanced spells later on. Flame Arrow does a good bit of damage, actually. Hits like a ton of bricks. But this is what we really want, is that wand. Okay. Sorry I froze you guys down there with webs. I hope you guys understand. And our hit points. What did he hit us with? That second hit was... Yeah, cold damage. Well, we got the ability to heal ourselves. So yes, the protagonist gets this ability. Even if you're a cleric, you get the ability to heal yourself like this. Okay. I think I'm going to learn a whole heap of identify scrolls, identify spells, and then I haven't been timing, but it might be time for the cut. Let's see. Can you give me today? Peasant, rent, sleep. Cool. Let's have a look what we've got here. That I need to identify this. Wand of Fire. Also, the spell Agonaz's Scorcher, which now that I say it out loud, I don't think I've really said it before. I've just read it. So, Agonaz's. I always think Agonanzas, but yeah. The wand does way more damage. It's 6d6, whereas I think the spell itself is 4d6. And I don't think you get a save. You don't get the bonus plus 6 damage either. It's a great spell. If you can hold enemies, trigger that, and then just walk backwards and forth. It's kind of like a rod of fire, kind of like that, sort of like that frost spell a moment ago. But it will damage along the rod of fire. So if we walk backwards and forth, this can be triggered many, many, many times. It's brilliant. And a Saber's Wand is typically, I'm guessing here, but most classes I think have a lower chance to Saber's Wand than Saber's Spell. So this wand is great. And Fireball being a level 3 spell, well, that's good for knocking out huge clumps of enemies quickly. So that's improved our odds substantially. I'm going to put this potion away. I can talk. Yeah, infravision up to 120 feet. That's really not useful. Oh, and it goes in the gem bag. And we can identify some things just like that. The Wand of Frost does 8d6 damage. That's a lot of damage. And the Bastard Sword +1, and Longsword +1. The rest of these we can probably leave for the moment. We can sell some of these here. I think we get better prices here than at the Thunderhammer. And we'll rest again and get our proper spells back. So we've had a jump in cash, we've had a jump in functionality, we can respond to different kinds of threats much better than we could before. I have a horrible feeling that I've got, that's alright. I thought I was selling my only short sword +1, which would have been deeply traumatic for all. And, oh, I got that protection scroll. Do I have a spare? Let's see if I do. Do I have a spare identifier? No, I don't. So at this point, things change a bit. Sleep still works for most enemies, but some it won't. So we're going to bias a bit away from it. We've got an amulet that gives us the shield ability. We're going to use this more and more now. I need to become less stingy and use items like this. That we will play with soon. Blindness is a good spell. See, I find disabling enemies more effective than just straight damage. This is going to start for every 2 levels of wizard. So that'll be 2 hits now. Really want to wait until we get to 3. Then the spell really opens up. How far are we from level up? We need to get some experience points happening. These are rookie numbers. We've got to rocket them up. This is a great wand as well. I'm pretty sure I can just put these potions in here and drink them as I need. Nimble. We're currently... oh, wait, there's no number here. There's no value of how much we're worth. Oh well. We'll keep that. We'll keep that too. Alright, so I'll make the cut here. We will be heading north to... actually, I'm going to rest first before I make the cut. We're going to head north to Beregost, return some quests, and do a couple more. I think we're tough enough to hit some of these areas that I've held off on so far. So, yeah. I think our character has earned a drink of mead and a rest. Well fought, Aodhan. And I'll see you guys for the next one.